Hello everyone and welcome to day 5 of the countdown to XMUS. My name is Charmaine Broughton and I host a cooking show called In Char's Kitchen on your TV Muskoka. And today I am going to share 3 kitchen tips, I'll call them, that I always share when I'm teaching cooking at the Creative Cook in downtown Bracebridge. And these 3 tips just seem to be the most favorite from my audience members. So the first one is how to cut a pepper. So I see people cut peppers many different ways, and most of those ways, they're picking seeds off, their ceiling, the bottom of their feet by the time that they're done slicing this, let's say for a stir fry. So I am going to show you a way that there will be no waste and you won't have seeds like confetti all around your kitchen. So you're going to take your pepper, you're going to give it a good scrub, and you are going to break off the top. Then what you're going to do is you're going to flip your pepper upside down, okay? And you're going to take, I really like a little utility knife, a serrated edge knife for something like this. You're welcome to use a big chef knife, but it's not necessary. Then what you're going to do is you're going to start at the bottom of the pepper, and you're going to go down and around the seeds, okay? Just like this. And I'm going to bring up to the camera what is left of the pepper. So once you have done that, all you have left is this little vessel of the seed. So then this can go right into your compost. And if you notice, there's not a tremendous amount of waste. What I find when I watch people cut peppers, they'll cut the end off and there'll be like a ring and they don't know what to do with it, or they don't know how to get the stem off, and they end up just discarding it and putting it in their into their compost. So 2 reasons why I love this way of slicing a pepper or chopping a pepper. No waste, and all of the seeds end up in this little vessel. It makes for easy kitchen cleanup. Again, that's what I'm all about. To me, it's these little tips and tricks that will help you feel more comfortable in the kitchen, because if you're cleaning up pepper seeds off your ceiling and on your floor for days, well, that's no fun now, is it? And then from here, you can slice your peppers in half, like if you were roasting them, or you can, slice them in thin strips if you were making a stir fry or adding them to a mixed green salad. So that's the first tip, little pepper chopping 101. The next one is fresh ginger. So perhaps maybe you're using the fresh ginger for the stir fry that you're using the peppers for, or you're making a gingerbread cookie or a ginger snap cookie that calls for fresh ginger. So first of all, when you go into the grocery store and you see that big knob of ginger, you're not committed to buying the whole piece. You're welcome to go in and just break off the piece that you need, and this will cost you about 8 cents. Okay, so if your recipe only calls for a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons, don't think that you have to buy that big giant piece. Just break off the amount that you need. Now, when it comes to peeling the ginger, I actually don't peel ginger. I just wash it really well, and then I use my rasp and I grate it. So I do give my ginger a really good scrub and then grate it as is. Why don't I peel it? Well, I just don't think it's necessary, and it just saves me a step in the kitchen, okay? Now, if you do want to peel ginger, the easiest way to peel ginger is with the back of a spoon. So you're gonna take a spoon, you're gonna flip it upside down, and you are going to just peel off the skin like that, okay? So that is the easiest way to peel ginger. If you try to use a vegetable peeler, the vegetable peeler will just get caught in the flesh of the ginger and you'll just end up getting frustrated, or at least I do, before I found out that technique. And if you try to use like a little paring knife, chances are your knife skills aren't overly fabulous and you'll be maybe wasting a little bit more of the ginger than necessary. But if you use the back of a spoon, all you take off is the skin. So there is absolutely no waste and it's quick and easy. So last but not least, the last tip that I have is all about parchment paper. So if you watch In Char's Kitchen, I love parchment paper. Actually, a friend of mine that I used to work with in the cooking industry, she always said if she ever got married again, she'd marry parchment paper. And now I know what she means. So when you pull a parchment paper off the roll, often it will roll back up again, right? So you've got, let's say you're making a pan of decadent dark chocolate brownies with a candy cane swirl cheesecake topping or something, right? And the recipe says to line the pan, the 8-inch baking pan, with parchment paper. And you're like, well, how am I supposed to do that because it keeps rolling up? What you're going to do, it's a great way to let out frustration, folks. You're going to crumple up the parchment paper, okay, into a ball, so let out all of that frustration. And then what you're going to do is you're going to place the parchment paper into your 8-inch square baking pan, just like that, and it stays put. And then it's easy to pour in your batter or whatever you have to do. And the same with a baking sheet. So if you put your parchment paper onto your baking sheet and you're trying to get your salmon on it and it keeps rolling up, you just crumple it up, lay it down on the baking sheet, and it will just stay put in that one, like it won't keep rolling up on you. So that's all I have for you today, folks. So I hope you enjoyed these 3 kitchen tips and tricks. Tune in tomorrow for the 6th and final day of the countdown to XMUS.